Hello and welcome to this video on the Arbitral Award. In some senses, this is probably the most important aspect of the entire arbitration because everyone involved has participated in this process in the hope that this document, which is the Arbitral Award, will finally decide their dispute. It is for this reason that great care must be taken by the arbitrators while drafting this document. Let's understand what an award is first. An arbitral award is different from an interim order. We've seen in our earlier videos that the arbitrator, in addition to the power to decide the actual dispute, has also the power to grant certain interim reliefs. Where an interim relief is granted, that is called an interim order. On the other hand, if the arbitrator is finally deciding the issue, that is called an award. This confusion becomes particularly relevant where, for instance, the arbitrator decides to decide some issues at the initial stages of the arbitration. These may be issues of jurisdiction, for example. When that decision is made, if that decision is final, that is an award and should be called as such. Once the award is rendered, the rights and liabilities of the parties are finally decided. There are certain very crucial elements that an arbitral award must contain. It must contain the procedural history of the matter. Who are the parties? Who have they been represented by? Have they all received enough information about this arbitration? When were the various proceedings in the arbitration held? Were parties given adequate opportunity to present their case? How many documents did parties lead? How many witnesses were examined? How many days was this trial for? Are all elements which are extremely important and crucial that must be contained in an arbitral award. This is, of course, in addition to what you call the operative portion of the award, which is the actual merits of the case. An award should demonstrate that the arbitrator has considered the contentions of both parties, has taken all arguments that the parties have made into account, and after having considered them, has applied his or her mind to make a decision. And only after that process has the ultimate decision been reached. An arbitral award must reflect each of these various stages because unless that is done, it can be set aside. Therefore, great care must be taken while drafting an arbitral award. We will go into this element in far greater detail in the workshop because of its significance. Once an arbitral award is rendered, the arbitration proceedings comes to an end. At that time, the parties have one final opportunity to approach the arbitrator in case there is any requirement for rectification or correction of the award. This happens if, for instance, there is a clerical error or there is some computation error. But beyond these narrow elements, there is no power available with the arbitrator to go back to the award. Once the award is written, that is the end of the proceedings. Thereafter, anything with the award can only be done with the courts who may be approached for a challenge or the setting aside of the award. We will of course cover this in the next video. We hope in this video you've had some understanding of what an arbitral award is and the significance of the arbitral award.